Welcome back to the show, everybody. Check out these headlines here. Oh, do we got a good one today? Spot Bitcoin ETF. We're days away. And how about this? A $2,500 XRP. Oh, the trolls aren't going to like it. Somebody roll that beautiful intro.
Digital Perspectives with Brad Kimes. Come on in.
Welcome back to the show, everybody. You can follow us on YouTube and Twitter for exclusive content. Right now, $1.75 trillion market cap for crypto. The market is up 0.8% right now, 42,900 plus for Bitcoin, 2292 and change for Ethereum, 91.3 billion market cap for USD Tether. Don't forget, Secret Service is partnered with them now. 63 cents for XRP as it slips to the number 6 spot. It is up 0.5% on the 24-hour, up 2.9 on the 7-day. Range of price right now between 60 cents on the bottom and 63 on the top. Who knows? Maybe XRP goes out for a jog today. That would be amazing, wouldn't it? Well, I tell you what else is amazing is I happen to have the one and only Nick Buedo here from Linqto on the phone right now. Nick, how you doing?
Oh, Brad, I'm doing great. Just listening to you do the intro, you're such a pro. I remember when I used to come on your live streams in the early days at Mr. BXRP, and man, it's just your channel has just become amazing.
Well, thank you. And in no small part, people don't realize this, no small part because of you, my friend, because you're part of my mastermind circle, and it has helped me immensely. And what a journey, just side note, you and I and DAI have had through this whole process. Not many people know that you are the person who introduced me to DAI and so many other great people in this space. So we have got one hell of a story, my friend.
It's been amazing. It really, really has. I'm so thankful for it. The people we've met, the places we've gone, the things we've done. It's just been awesome.
It really has. And speaking of awesome, Linqto has got some news. They've been saying they're planning on IPOing this year, but tell us exactly what's going on, because I'm looking at you about to cross 600,000 registered users. Talk to me about what's happening on Linqto's platform right now.
Man, it's funny. I was just jotting down some notes to share with you. What's going on, Linqto? We're having an absolutely record-breaking year. I mean, quarter after quarter, we break the record from the last quarter. So we're having a tremendous year. As you know, we announced that we plan to go public in 2024. We're still on that road, so we're excited about that. And look, with the thoughts of us going public in 2024, we want our members to be able to have the ability to also diversify into companies that we think might be moving toward IPOs in 2024. So what we're doing is right now, today, it's going to run for 24 hours. We have a special opportunity for all Linqto members. So if you're a Linqto member, perk up, listen to this. Linqto will pay a premium for your Ripple shares. So if you want to diversify and maybe move a little bit of your position out of Ripple, we'll pay a premium for your Ripple shares if you will reinvest in some of the other companies that we think could be moving toward an IPO in 2024. So let me tell you which ones, Brad, that we have on that list. One, we have Uphold, which is everyone's favorite exchange and now a partner of Ripple, which is exciting. Circle, which is world famous for the USDC coin. They are an extremely profitable company. If you think Circle is only about stable coins, you need to really look into them. And now they're partnering with Yoshitaka Kitao's SBI group out of Japan. Cerebras is a monster. They're the AI company producing the largest and fastest AI chip. Every time I say what I'm about to say, I feel like a lunatic, but I'm going to say it anyway. Their AI chip is massive. The average AI chip is 2 inches by 2 inches. Cerebras makes chips 12 inches by 12 inches, and I think they have a 26-inch chip now. That has 2.6 trillion transistors on the one wafer. And I know that sounds crazy, but that's how big it is. And it was recently clocked at 130 times faster than the NVIDIA chip. That was just in the news last week. So Cerebras is one of the companies that you can diversify into. Chainalysis is the company that exchanges and government agencies use to catch the bad guys who are making blockchain transactions. It's a great picks and shovel investment for those who believe that blockchain's the future and they want a good institutional investment. Samba Nova is another AI company we have that you can diversify into. It's plug-and-play AI for companies that want to get AI solutions at their company up and running quickly and effective. And the last one is Quantum Space. Quantum Space is a logistics company, a space logistics company that does communications and deliveries in space. And I know this sounds so far-fetched, but I got news for you. The space economy isn't something of the future. It's real, it's here, and it's now. So I know that when you hear the word space, you think, oh, future. No, it's happening right now. So pay attention to space. All of this starts at 8 a.m. Pacific time today. It only runs for 24 hours. Linqto members, please use your app. Visit linqto.com. Diversify your portfolio today should you want to. And if you have any questions, reach out to us.
Oh, I tell you, it is, I say it all the time on the channel, but I just love hearing you break down the synopsis of what's on the platform, because it is the best private equity in the world with the most affordable minimums out there. I've looked, there's no one else that has these kinds of opportunities on their platform, bar none. And it's open opportunities for all. That's the other thing I love. So Nick, obviously the hanging question is, what do we know about Polysign?
Brad, I'm personally expecting a positive resolution, and I think we should probably hear something soon.
Oh, this is super exciting. And I'm super excited for Jack McDonald and David Schwartz and Arthur Brito and everybody over there at Polysign. I certainly hope for a positive resolution. I believe we'll see one. So, Nick, anything else before we close out?
No, I would just tell everyone, I know Brad is doing XRP Las Vegas for 2024. I had family emergency last year, didn't make it, but looking forward to being there this year. And after the first of the year, you and I can talk more about Linqto and XRP Las Vegas, because we're really excited.
Oh, we are too. We can't wait to have you back. Nick, have a great day, my friend.
Thank you, sir. Take care.
You too. Bye.
Bye-bye.
There it is. That's how we do it right here. You know what I mean? We just pick up the phone and call them, right? That's what we do. Let's start right here with Ron Hammond, ladies and gentlemen. So great to catch up with him. He says, we're seeing a lot of folks saying, okay, we got rid of a lot of scammy folks. We've learned our lessons. Let's move forward. Listen to Ron Hammond say this real quick here.
We knew the FTX drama was going to play out all through 2023. We thought that probably the trial would be actually more the highlight of the year, but Binance was always that kind of last shoe to drop. There was a lot of folks in DC who've been talking for quite some time about the concerns with Binance.
And I just want to highlight right here, because that's why I played this clip. Listen to the way he said that. There's been a lot of concern here for a long time. Everyone's known that Binance was a problem. And I shared this a while back when we were making Cryptonaires, a documentary, which I highly suggest you go watch on YouTube for free. When we were making that documentary, we interviewed a gentleman who absolutely told us that Binance was going to go down at some point. And we laughed. We were like, what's he talking about? Binance is the biggest exchange in the world. Well, now we know what he was talking about, don't we? These things, that was back in 2019. We heard that. Now, I'm not going to play this clip here, but this is Adrian Harris, superintendent at the New York Department of Financial Services, known as NYDFS. And basically, she just cracks on the idea of regulating through enforcement, because it's not the way to lead. And I don't have to play it to show you that, because we know that is in contrast to the SEC and Gary Gensler now, isn't it? Meanwhile, we're 2 weeks away from the biggest event in the history of Bitcoin. On January 8th through the 10th, the ETFs should get approval. It should start trading as early as January 15th. This is going to change everything. Follow Michael Branch. He's absolutely right about this. There's no question. It is going to change everything. Here is Kathy Wood from ARK Invest and 21 shares, and we want you to hear what she says.
I believe the SEC set a deadline for final updates to filings of this Friday.
Which
so
is the 29th?
I heard encouraged. Are you optimistic about, the shape your application is in and that it could get greenlit by January 10th?
Yes, we're very encouraged with our partner, 21 shares. I think we've crossed every T, dotted every I. We believe to the SEC's satisfaction. I think the messaging around the 29th is, look, if you're not going to be ready to go on or around, let's say, January 10th, then do not submit anything more to us because we have too much to do here. And again, that also is encouraging because it feels like a bit of that the SEC is setting a deadline for itself.
And that's the key right there. And I think Kathy nailed it there. The fact that they're putting a cutoff at December 29th for approvals to be given through January 8th and the 10th says something's coming. Somebody's getting through the gate and then somebody isn't, right? But it does appear that we will see a mass approval of the spot Bitcoin applications. We shall see. We're 2 weeks away. Meanwhile, it's important to remember this. Boy, leave it to Chad Steigrobber here. He says, say it with me now. BlackRock doesn't lose, as BlackRock is a major shareholder in 4 out of the 5 largest Bitcoin miners. I'm sure it's just a coincidence, right? And then here's some of the pros and cons here that you want to look at. Specifically the pros here. Take a look at this. Is most of who hold crypto assets directly are the not your keys, not your crypto type of people. But this is not the majority of people, nor the majority of money that will enter the space. Most want to invest without the work. That's why the ETFs are important. And this is going to speak to what I've talked about quite a bit on this channel. I'm all for self-custody, but I am someone who wants institutional custody level quality custody at an institutional level for myself as an individual. And I also want the ability and the choice that if I choose to self-custody, I can do that with great security as well. So this is really, really a key point to pay attention to. As pros here, you can see convenience. A major benefit of spot Bitcoin ETF is their accessibility to a broader range of investors. Spot Bitcoin ETFs substantially lower the barriers to entry in the crypto market. Investors are excused from managing wallets with Bitcoin, navigating online crypto exchanges, or grappling with private and public keys. Removing these technical hurdles simplifies asset management, making it a more attractive proposition for those accustomed to traditional investments. Liquidity. Spot Bitcoin ETFs make buying and selling Bitcoin easier through familiar brokerage accounts. The process mirrors trading traditional stocks or ETFs, providing an intuitive transition for mainstream investors. Regulatory oversight. When you purchase your Bitcoins, you might be doing so without the backing of clear, standardized regulations. Spot Bitcoin ETFs are subject to rules that ensure transparency and protect investors. And then you hear for tax implications in certain jurisdictions, spot Bitcoin ETFs could have tax benefits compared with holding cryptocurrencies directly. The tax treatment of ETFs is long established, and investors can know going in what their tax obligation will be. So you can see the benefits here. What I wanted to highlight through this comment of George Gammon, who says here, I thought the main benefit of Bitcoin was form of money outside the system. One of our main problems is the economy is over-financialized. Bitcoin should be reducing this, not increasing it, in my opinion. Well, I said pretty much the same thing. This is how they trap and control Bitcoin, and the maxis are too busy jumping up and down for Lambos and big watches to see it. Bitcoin was designed to be anti-bank, anti-government, anti-establishment, your own form of money, and now it's been turned into Wall Street's little B word. They're pimping it out. They've turned it into an investment product. The question you should be asking is, how long will it be a viable investment product before Wall Street decides to dump and run? Just asking. This is Calvin, I believe, right here from the Power of Publish. I enjoy this guy's insights. Take a listen to what he's talking about here.
When that spot ETF gets passed, they are going to put a massive amount of pressure on these exchanges because they have to take that Bitcoin off the exchanges. They now have to self-custody that. They cannot have a spot ETF and work it if they don't own the asset.
There it is right there, which means you're going to create scarcity and demand. You're going to get the demand to have to pull it off to back the ETFs by having the actual asset custodied. And that is how Wall Street gets the asset and takes it over off the exchanges. You can see they're draining the exchanges with the approval of the ETFs. This is what's happening, right? And how about an XRP ETF? Bring that on. Yeah, after all, it's not a security. Imagine what that looks like. Meanwhile, we got huge news for XDC. I'm loving this as a holder. SBI and Trade Finex have formed a joint venture in the APAC region for the XDC network. This use case leverages both Corda blockchain, as we've talked about. Corda Settler and Corda blockchain will allow for multiple assets such as XDC and XRP, right? And multiple other assets like stablecoin, CBDCs, and you guessed the rest of it. So we're very excited to see this cooperation going on here. At least I am, right? All right, now let's take a look at this because this is a remarkable post here from Eggrag Crypto. XRP $2,500. Oh my. Oh yeah. The trolls are going to have a trouble with this one. It's not even $1. How you going to say that? Oh boy. Lately, I've come across some incredible, intriguing insights, says Eggrag Crypto, that I absolutely must share with you. The story is too captivating not to share with you. Allow me to introduce you to a friend of mine, a top-tier banker, well-versed in finance, boasting connections across major and regional banks, as well as at the central bank level. Surprisingly, he's following Eggrag Crypto and mentioned it during one of our routine work-related discussions. Money and its future became the hot topic. And he brought up the following. Following an account on Twitter. He said this individual, Eggrag Crypto, showcases exceptional technical analysis skills, but seems to overlook the broader context. I jumped in affirming, oh, he's undoubtedly male. That sparked some play back and forth when he questioned how I could be so certain. I couldn't contain my laughter. The shocking part, he's following me as Eggrag Crypto without realizing that I'm the one behind it in real life. So we struck a deal. I'd reveal the secret identity of Eggrag Crypto in exchange for filling in the analytical gaps. And then he says here, he was bewildered at how I knew about Eggrag Crypto, so I challenged him to accept it, promising to spill the beans. And when I did, he was absolutely astonished to learn that I've been deeply involved in crypto for some time, and I am indeed the person behind Eggrag Crypto. Next came the mind-bending conundrum. He challenged me of saying, explain how 40,000 XRP equals $100 million. Sound implausible, doesn't it? But this banker thrives on numbers and puzzles. So I embraced the challenge and brainstormed thoroughly and presented the chart below to him. His reaction, look, the timing is impeccable. He nodded in agreement. Then he pinpointed an almost decade-long cycle of 2017 to 2027. Perfectly aligned his insight. Holding XRP for a decade could yield incredible rewards. He playfully rubbed my shoulder, saying, now you're a multimillionaire. Here's the bombshell he dropped. He stated, remember Joe Katz talking about 40,000 ETH could have hit $100 million? Well, it's like synchronized clocks, matching banking trend change, Basel III geopolitics, everything. It's a cycle resembling 2013 to 2017, but stretched out twice as long. So here's the takeaway. He said, spread the word to your followers and encourage them to accumulate XRP. It could be the ultimate savior for liquidity when the tides slow down. The velocity of money is decreasing and the governments need to amp it up. This could be a game changer. It is a fascinating tale, and I'm sharing it with you for sheer sake of spreading the story. Nothing less, nothing more. Keep in mind that there just might be the possibility we've been seeking. I'm committed to accumulating XRP until my family needs it, which hopefully won't be anytime soon. Let's see where the journey takes us. If you look at this, he puts this fractal from years before on top of this, trying to match it here in this section, and then it would run the fractal all the way, and you're not going to like this part, to January 27 to February 29, but you will like the part where the fractal plays out to $2,500, just under $3,000 in that window of time, should this be the proper overlay of that historical chart. Not financial advice from me or anyone else. That's where we are on this day, and I hope you'll join us in the Freedom Zone, ladies and gentlemen, where we're going to show you the true power of a free economy, open markets, with Milton Friedman himself. That's going to do it for me. I'll catch all of you on the next one.